Okay, everybody, we've got a fantastic upgrade for my daily driver GMC Sierra. This is the back tonneau cover. So it's the X4S. It's their newest designed rolling tonneau cover. It has a hard top. It does roll up very nicely, and it sits extremely flush to the bed. That's the number one thing I was looking for. Is I don't like the tonneau covers that have that high raised lift to it. I want it to be completely stock looking from the side appearance of the truck and still be able to load machines in it without any problems. I've had other trucks in the past that have had better tonneau covers. I finally got rid of my old tonneau cover that somebody could just take a razor blade, they could cut the vinyl, and they could steal whatever they want on the back of the truck. This is going to be a little bit better of an option for added security. So when I lock the truck, the tailgate locks, and we don't have to worry about somebody getting into the back of the truck. So I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing here, show you what you're working with for the full kit, and then we're going to get it installed in the truck. Okay, as I'm doing an unboxing, I wanted to communicate the part number I have for this truck is 80130. They claim on the Amazon listing, at least that I have, that it fits a 19 to 24 pickup. This is a 2018 that I'm installing it on, so I believe that this would fit 2014 all the way up to 2024 in the 5-foot 10-inch bed, the 5.8-foot bed, the 69-inch bed on GMC and Chevrolet pickup trucks. So keep that in mind if you guys are shopping. I'm going to link the listing description below, so if that's something you guys wanted to grab, don't be shocked when you actually see the listing and it says it fits 2019 to 2024 only. It definitely fits on this truck perfectly. Okay, so like I mentioned, I did scrap the old tonneau cover. I got rid of the old tonneau cover I had. It was just a soft top version. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of brake clean just to make sure I've got a super clean and dry surface for the new adhesive strip that's going to seal this tonneau cover to keep out that moisture. So I know this is going to probably dry out some of my bed liner, but again, this is not an area that I'm going to be visually seeing. Little pro tip for you guys, as I was doing the installation, the rubber stripping that I put on the edge of this truck right here where I'm cleaning was a little bit longer than between the bed rails. I wish I would have let it go beyond the bed rails by just about a ½ inch on each side. I did cut them flush with just the back of the box. So that's something that if you guys are doing an install, if you're watching this video and you're about to put in your X4S tonneau cover, I recommend you let that rubber trim or that foam adhesive that I'm going to be installing here go just a little bit beyond both sides of the front of the box. That way, when your rubber seal goes down with your roll-up tonneau cover, it seals nice and tight. That's just something that I noticed when I was seeing my finished product. Not the end of the world, but if you're looking for a completely watertight seal, that's something I recommend. Okay, we're going to get this placed. Right to the edge there. Oh no, you didn't. Okay, I'm just going to speed up this section because all I'm doing is applying this rubber adhesive. But this is what I was talking about. If you can see here on the right-hand side, the rubber trim starts right at the edge of the bed rail. I would suggest you go over by about a ½ inch on each side. That will give you your watertight seal. I will move this forward along. It's crazy how long these videos can take when you are doing a little YouTube install. Okay, now there are instructions. Obviously, if you've got a drop-in bed liner, they're going to have some things that they recommend different. There is a little rubber pad here, a foam pad that's put on this. I'm going to leave that on because we do not have a drop-in bed liner. This is the passenger side. They want you to put this on here with it tight against the box of the truck. Got that in place nicely. And then they want you to put on your first clamp as close to the cab as possible. It's going to go in this orientation. Okay, so I wanted to, again, fast forward this a little bit. If you've ever installed a tonneau cover, they're all relatively the same. You have brackets that are going to grab and clamp the actual tonneau cover bracket to the box of the pickup truck. However, you have to push down quite hard on the rail to get that flush look and to get your rubber seal against the top of the bed rail. That way it would be waterproof. You're not going to let moisture, water, snow, rain, whatever, in next to your tonneau cover. Something to keep in mind, but I learned that I was doing something wrong in this process, and that my first bracket I put on, I should have had be the strap bracket that holds your tonneau cover when rolled up. You'll probably see that again in this video later, but I was just learning how to get these brackets put on and how to get that nice flush tight seal. Okay, I started second guessing myself here. I just want to loosen this up and make sure that I'm actually putting pressure down so that the seal sits tight. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as I tighten this bracket, and that should hopefully give me a little bit better fitment and give me that super flush appearance that I'm looking for. Okay, so I've got 3 brackets down the side of the truck. I later actually have 4 because I am replacing the front bracket with the strap bracket, so I have more brackets than needed. I technically, I think, only need 3 on this size bed. I'm using a torque wrench to torque all these to 10 foot-pounds. That way I'm meeting what the specifications are, and I'm not over-torquing these on the bed rail of the truck. Not much more to cover. Do the same thing for the other side, so I'm going to fast-forward that install process as well. I have to say, I am very impressed with the build quality of these brackets. I love the BAK X4S. If you guys are looking for a super nice flush mount tonneau cover, I have not seen any other tonneau cover on the market that is as flush as this, and it fits so nice. I am a huge fan. Now, again, I have to mention, I had to take off the front brackets I installed because I did not have the strap brackets installed. However, got the bed rail nice and flush and made sure my rubber seal was nice and tight to the top of the bed cap so that I wouldn't let moisture in. Pretty simple process though. You can do it with a 9/16 and a ratchet, and then if you have a torque wrench, you should use that as well. Okay, next step, you have to pick up your tonneau cover. You can easily do this by yourself if you're capable. If you've got a buddy to help you out, that is great. Also, it's not too heavy, but it's just a little bit awkward. I, of course, am under the weather and dealing with lifting things and feeling like crap. That definitely doesn't help, but got it set in place. You're supposed to roll it out like I'm showing here, and then you roll it back up, and then you can slide your bolts in to secure the front of the tonneau cover to the brackets you've installed, and then you just make adjustments and tweaks to make sure it fits appropriately. Let's move on to getting those bolts put in and getting this dialed in. Okay, got to put the hardware in the actual tonneau cover itself, and then you put a washer on top of a rubber washer, and you can spin up these hand-tightened nuts. I just realized that they provided me the hardware for an 8-foot cover, even though this is a 5/8 bed. This should be what I have in place next to the back of the box, so I have to go ahead and remove the brackets I put on to put on the strap so I can cinch it when it's rolled up. So I really wasn't thinking when I put this together, so I'm going to go ahead and get that completed, and then we're going to go from there. So you're going to want to take your washer. I like to put washers on a certain way where you've got the smooth side of the washer out, sharp side up. You're going to push that up over like so, and then we're going to thread these on. And these bolts are pushed into the tracks, and then you put those through. And then you just roll the tonneau cover out onto it. Now I'm going to potentially have to roll the tonneau cover out here and make an adjustment. I've got it as far back as possible, and my guess is I'm going to have to loosen these up and slide the tonneau cover back. But we'll go ahead and get this to the point where it's somewhat snug. Okay. Sits nice and flush. So now we just need to see what the gap looks like for the tailgate. There, it's locked in now. Okay, so we've got a gap. I want the tonneau cover to sit over the lip of the tailgate. Right now there's a gap, so that means I need to slide this back. We've got, we definitely have some room for that to take place. And then when these threads are tight at the back here, this will sit tighter as well. So I'm going to roll it back up, probably pull it back. Let's go probably a 1/2 inch. There, that's what I want. That's what I want. So flush, so clean. Roll the tonneau cover down. And you're sitting flush. The tonneau cover is awesome. 10 out of 10 recommend it. They're super easy to maintain. They're super easy to function. If you are looking for a very flush style that gives you that hard exterior instead of having a vinyl cover, obviously this is vinyl coated, but you do that have that aluminum tracking underneath. This is the RealTruck BAK X4S. 10 out of 10 recommend this tonneau cover. Thanks for watching my little install video and for dealing with my, I guess, ridiculous install process. I've never installed a tonneau cover before. I've removed many, but this is the first brand new tonneau cover that I've ever purchased. I'm a huge fan of the BAK X4S. Thanks for watching.